Hey guys. A minute ago I was just randomly I was just getting some water, and then a pumpkin, like specifically, like I was looking at my toes and my toes are painted orange. Okay. But the orange is not what was specific. It was a pumpkin in general. And yes, I know we're in fall or whatever, but I could get anything, at any time. I mean, I could have gotten the pumpkin even in summertime. But pumpkin, but I'm trying to think. It's not like you're going to a grocery store. It's not even like, it's almost like almost like homegrown pumpkins. Like, because I see it almost as an old fashioned movie in a way. But in real life, I'm trying to explain it. It's like if you saw an older movie and kind of like the video quality and how grainy it is, if that makes sense to anybody. That's how I see the pumpkin. But it's like, again, it's like in your backyard, it's in a garden, but it's alone at the same time. There's no more around it, and it's just sitting there. So that's way too many. Let's see. And then I came in here, and then like I have these on my table, and they're, like little pumpkins or whatever. And so definitely pumpkins is significant. Orange could be significant, but they're not giving me the orange. They're giving me the pumpkin itself. And then I look over, and then there's another little pumpkin. So definitely, and I don't have them all over the house. I might have them more than what I think, because now that they're on my mind, I look up and then I see my 3 little pumpkins that are, jack-o'-lanterns with the black cat. So, okay, so pumpkins definitely significant. Maybe even baking is significant, because I'm seeing pumpkin muffins, pumpkin cookies. Oh, and then now they're bringing. Okay, so somebody I think has maybe hair issues. I've been seeing this a lot lately through like TikTok and stuff about taking pumpkin oil. So I have not tried that, so it's possible that maybe that is something for you. I'm gonna try and get through this without getting interrupted, because it's in the middle of the day, and y'all know I have kids. So 233 on the timer, so that is significant. Yeah, and then that's too. It's too much around. What is the pumpkins? I need you to clarify what the pumpkin is meaning, because I was actually growing homegrown pumpkins. Totally forgot, because it did not. They didn't produce, but probably because I was doing it in an above ground garden instead of on the ground. And everybody knows that pumpkins or melons like that, they have to grow along the ground, right, with vines. And I'm in my kitchen, and my above ground garden is actually right outside my window, and I looked over and like I can see the pumpkin vines, but I never grew any pumpkins. But why is the pumpkin so significant? I'm seeing pumpkin seeds now. I love making pumpkin seeds. Roasting pumpkin seeds with garlic and salt and pepper. It's just so random. I'm trying to can you please clarify what does the pumpkin stand for? It must stand for something spiritually. I don't know what that word means. I'm giving some vocabulary word that's above my education. Reverence? Well, I know what reverence means, but that's not the word they were giving me. Let's see, there comes one of them. Hang on. So it was 4:10 on the timer when I went to stop it, but it actually stopped at 4:11. So that's significant for you. Maybe I'll open this up, because I haven't opened it up. My God, my angels, I'm open to receiving messages for the collective. Here to receive messages for the collective for their highest good, only their highest good, and I don't allow anything else in, especially negative or toxic or dangerous or evil. And as soon as I started doing that, the sun in reverse came out. So let's see, what is that about? Something about growing in the darkness. So pumpkins grow from seeds from being in the darkness, and they, then it blooms. They had like the blooms of the buds above, and then then they come out, and then you finally have the pumpkin. So that's significant, because with the sun in reverse, it's almost like, there kind of is no sun. You're in the darkness. Okay, but then there's a Knight of Wands that's coming in quickly, or came in quickly. Let's keep pulling some cards so I can clarify this. Interesting. They're trying to tie a lot in. I'm hearing so much, I'm trying to like pinpoint what they're saying. Because they keep bringing me to this one time where we had all these pumpkins, and it was after Halloween and the pumpkins were rotting. And I don't know why we didn't throw them in the backyard so the deer could get them, but instead I threw it. I put them against the side of this really big oak tree that was in our front yard. And then, it decomposed. Well, the next thing I knew, I was growing pumpkins without having to do anything. I did not water it. I did not take care of it. But they still came and bloomed out of the darkness. And this has to do with you and your personality and who you are. So someone specifically here, maybe you were not taking care of the way that you should have been when you were younger. You are not loved the way that you should have been. You were not surrounded by a support system whatsoever. You basically had to take care of yourself and raise yourself, and went through a lot of dark times, but you did come out at the end of it. You came out beautiful. You came out big and bold, vibrant. That was the word. Okay, it was. They kept giving me a V word, but I couldn't figure out like what it was, and I thought it was some vocabulary word that was like stuff. I was like, I don't know this word, but it was. They were trying to tell me vibrant and resilient. Because, they have to be, pumpkins also have to be resilient. It's so crazy that this is around a pumpkin. And now I'm getting Cinderella. So, yeah, just being treated so poorly. And like, and you were kind of like a slave to your upbringing, a slave to your surroundings, kind of like held captive in that toxicity in a way. Yeah, with the Nine of Wands in reverse, then the Seven of Swords upright, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, so you came from a lot of like deceit and trickery, people that were completely untrustworthy. You weren't sure if what they were telling you was true. Even if they told you that they loved you, it would be like, I love you, so you have to do this, I care about you, or, well, you live under my roof, so you have to do this, that type of thing. There was always something that had to be given back. It wasn't, so you weren't ever sure about someone else's motives and about what was coming out of their mouth, but it made you fearless. It made you want to go out and seek adventure. It made you want to take action as soon as you possibly could to get out of that environment, and as quick as you possibly could. Interesting. This is not your normal. I know when some say, oh yeah, this relates to me. This is not your normal upbringing. Okay? This is not I'm talking about some deep-seated, heartbreaking. Both parents were abusive, maybe drug addicts, maybe alcoholics, maybe all three. They all possibly were also